Once, in a distant land by a sparkling river, a loving couple longed for a child. One day, the mother fell gravely ill and could only be cured by a rare and precious plant called rampion. Near their home lived a powerful sorceress, Dame Gossel, who tended the most beautiful rampion in the land. Fearing for his wife's life, the husband snuck into the sorceress's garden under the cover of night to collect the plant. But Gossel appeared, demanding an explanation. The man pleaded, "Please, my wife is dying. I must have this rampion to save her." The sorceress agreed, but with a condition. "Take what you need, but when the child is born, she will be mine." Terrified, the father reluctantly accepted. The mother recovered quickly, and soon a daughter was born. True to her word, Gossel came to claim the child and named her Rapunzel, after the precious plant that had sealed her fate. Gossel raised Rapunzel in a tall, isolated tower, hidden from the world. There were no doors, only a single high window. As Rapunzel grew, her hair became long, radiant, and golden, holding a strange and magical power. Gossel kept her confined, insisting the outside world was dangerous and that only she could climb the tower using Rapunzel's hair. Rapunzel spent her days singing, tending to her hair, and performing small tasks. Her only contact was the sorceress, who visited daily. Rapunzel never saw a village, a road, or another person. One day, a young prince traveling through the nearby forest heard her singing. Captivated by her voice, he followed the sound until he discovered the hidden tower. He watched from afar, curious about the mysterious girl and the woman who came to the tower daily. Eventually, the prince attempted to call to Rapunzel, using the same words he had observed Gossel use. "Rapunzel, let down your hair." To Rapunzel's surprise, a stranger's voice echoed from below. She hesitated, but when she saw the prince, he gently spoke, telling her he had been drawn by her song and wanted to show her the world beyond the tower. Slowly, they grew to trust each other. The prince visited often, bringing gifts and tales of the outside world, and together they devised a plan for her escape. Rapunzel began weaving a rope ladder from silk, carefully preparing for the day she could finally leave the tower. But Gossel grew suspicious. One day, discovering the ladder, she cut Rapunzel's golden hair and banished her to a distant, barren land. The prince, deceived by the severed braid, climbed the tower only to find the sorceress waiting. In despair, he leaped from the tower and fell into thorny underbrush. Though he survived, he was blinded and forced to wander the land, searching endlessly for Rapunzel. Meanwhile, Rapunzel adapted to her new life, raising the children she had born in solitude and keeping them safe in the harsh land. She taught them songs and games to bring some joy to their difficult days. Years later, the prince heard a familiar melody carried by the wind. Following the sound, he found Rapunzel and their children. As tears fell from her eyes, some touched his, and miraculously, his sight was restored. The family was reunited at last. Together, they returned to the prince's kingdom, where he was joyfully welcomed home. Rapunzel and the prince were married, and they ruled with kindness, bringing happiness to their kingdom. As for Dame Gossel, she vanished, never to trouble them again. The power of love and courage had triumphed over darkness, uniting their family at last.